The Story of Seasons series, a pioneer in the farming simulation genre, returns with a vibrant and charming remake of its classic Nintendo DS title, Grand Bazaar. Released on August 27, 2025 for PC and various consoles, the game received a very positive reception on platforms such as Steam and Metacritic. Many critics and players have called it one of the best games in the series. The core gameplay loop, in which players grow crops, raise animals, and craft goods to sell at the weekly bazaar, remains as cozy and addictive as ever. The bazaar is the game's unique hook, providing a refreshing twist on the traditional farming simulation formula. You're not just selling to a static storefront, you're actively engaging with the community by setting up your own stall and haggling with a constant stream of customers. This mechanic, the standout feature of the original, has been expanded and refined, making it more rewarding than ever. There's something hypnotic about Story of Seasons. For decades, the series has coaxed us into chasing virtual sunrises, planting pixel-perfect crops, and giving strange gifts to strangers until they marry us. With Grand Bazaar, Marvelous has dusted off one of its more unusual entries, the 2010 DS title, and given it a modern facelift for PC and Switch. It's part nostalgia trip, experiment, and reminder that farming games can be equally cozy and cutthroat. This time, the hook isn't just planting turnips until the cows come home, it's the bazaar itself. Every week, the sleepy town transforms into a bustling market, and your job is to grow produce and hawk it like a charismatic street vendor. Do you see yourself as a humble farmer with dirt under your nails, or a capitalist overlord with a honey-glazed sales pitch? Grand Bazaar lets you play both roles, and the rhythm is addictive. Tending crops is a familiar activity, but bringing your goods to the bazaar, setting up stalls, and convincing villagers to overpay for your cucumbers adds an unexpected element of strategy and chaos. This is where Grand Bazaar differs from its predecessors. In most Story of Seasons games, your farm is the focal point. In Grand Bazaar, however, your farm is more like the prep kitchen, while the bazaar is the real stage. It's performative capitalism, wrapped in pastel colors and cozy vibes. There's an almost carnival-like thrill in seeing townsfolk crowd around your booth. Each has their own quirks and preferences. If you sell too cheaply, you feel cheated. If you sell too expensively, you feel like Jeff Bezos in overalls. Either way, farming feels more alive than just waiting for crops to grow. Of course, this is still a Story of Seasons game, so expect all the usual rituals: crops, animals, festivals, and awkward flirting with eligible bachelors and bachelorettes. Nothing has been left out. The remake also improves upon the clunky aspects of the DS original, making the game more visually appealing, approachable, and thankfully less tedious. The town feels more vibrant, the bazaar is more dynamic, and the pacing is more forgiving. For longtime fans, this isn't just a re-release. It's a second chance at an entry that always felt like the oddball cousin of the series. That said, Grand Bazaar won't be for everyone. If you want endless customization, a sprawling farm, and the freedom of Stardew Valley, you may find this one limiting. The bazaar is a fun gimmick, but it dominates the game's flow. You're not building a vast empire, but running a weekend hustle. Some players will love that focus, while others may feel boxed in. Beyond the bazaar, the remake shines with stunning modern visuals and quality-of-life improvements. The world is larger and more vibrant, boasting a gorgeous new art style, fully voiced character dialogue during story events, and a seamless presentation that effortlessly immerses players in the tranquil world of Zephyr Town. New mechanics such as a glider for faster traversal and a retooled mining system enhance the gameplay, making day-to-day tasks less tedious and more engaging. While some critics noted minor issues, such as potentially slow progression for new players and some item balancing concerns, the overall sentiment is that Grand Bazaar is a complete and fulfilling experience. The game is praised for its deep content, charming characters, and the nostalgia it evokes in longtime fans of the series. Still, something is refreshing about a Story of Seasons game that emphasizes community, trade, and the art of the sale. It reminds players that farming isn't just about the soil, it's also about the stories you share when you bring your goods to market. It's less about grinding for perfection and more about showing up, smiling, and hoping your jar of jam sells before the guy next door undercuts you. Ultimately, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar is precisely what it promises: a cozy farming simulator with a twist of commerce, It's charming and wholesome. Sometimes it feels like you're running a medieval Etsy shop while juggling chickens. And honestly, that's a good thing. Not every farming game needs to be infinite. Sometimes, watering your crops, polishing your apples, and winning over a town with charm, patience, and good produce is enough. This game successfully honors its roots while bringing them into the modern era. It's a perfect recommendation for veterans and newcomers to the genre.